Hi guys, it's a girl Constance Kinsey, and I'm here on Live Internet or TV, your gateway to possibilities. Today we're having a very beautiful celebration of social media all over the world. It's a day we celebrate the relationship we have on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and lots more. Well, social media celebration has been taking place since 2010. Guess what? It's about 13 years right now. And here with me are amazing people who will be hanging out with me on the show. I'd like you to get to meet them. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Miracle Daniels. I'm a brand and communications manager, and I also own a copywriting club known as the Copy HQ. Thank you.
Oh, wow. You're welcome, Miracle.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. My name is Andrea Chimduma Okbai, and I am the founder and lead strategist of DDBA Digital Services, and I run a couple of other businesses as well. Thank you.
All right, beautiful. I'd like you to introduce yourself.
Thank you very much. My name is Uche Wezi. I'm a content creator on YouTube.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, my name is Fortune Wobidi, fondly called King Fortune. I am a media evangelist, digital marketing and branding expert, and I own the platform citymagnet.com, amongst a couple of others.
Wow, media evangelist. That's really beautiful. I never heard that before. Okay, today we're celebrating World Social Media Day. And please do not forget to subscribe to our social media handles. Okay, it's displaying on the screen right now. So I'd like you to subscribe to our channel. And this is still Live Internet or TV, your gateway to possibilities. Because we're celebrating social media all over the world today, I would have really loved to ask questions like, how do we celebrate social media? Or questions like what social media it's the most populated or is the most interesting or has gone viral. But I wouldn't like to do that because I want our viewers to get to benefit from our conversation today. So I'd like to ask question like, of what benefits can social media be to somebody here? Or can you how can we promote a business via the social media handles and lots more? Okay, my first question would go to you, Chimdi.
Thank you.
Okay, I'd like you to answer this question. Um, how can one make best use of the social media? How
Okay.
can we make best use of social media?
Okay, so if you want to really leverage on social media for your brand, your business, your personal brand, you need to first and foremost understand that social media is first and foremost social. Okay, so you're there to connect with people. All right, that's one. And then two, make use of the platform. If the platform has several means of expressions, let's pick Instagram for example. If it has reels and stories and posts, don't just go about posting only pictures.
Mm.
Take advantage of the different avenues of expression that are available on Instagram. Make a poll on a story, and actually get to know how the platform can work for you by taking time to study. Don't just post and run. I don't want to
Okay.
continue further, but
Wow, that's
it's
beautiful.
one of
That's
the
amazing. Thank you so much.
thank you.
So you should learn to make good use of your social media. All right, the next question goes to you, Fortune. I realize that most young people are so addicted to the social media thing, and they really have less time involved in real reality activities and all of that because they're so addicted to social media. So I'd like to know what are those effects on being addicted to social media and always using it? Are there really effects on using social media as a young person?
Yeah, obviously, every good thing always has a corresponding bad side if
Okay.
it's being abused. So, social media can be quite addictive, quite all right. And it's quite sad that you get to see a lot of young people get drawn in because it's like a drug. You keep using it, and then
You can't
each
stop.
day social media is evolving.
Okay.
It's evolving because the social media platform you're using today, by the time you come tomorrow, you're going to see there's something new. There is a trend. There's always, and it can be a bit would I say
Overwhelming.
overwhelming, and all that. So it can be a bit addictive. But what that can definitely affect your productivity as a person. For young people, for example, it can affect the productivity. But what they can do for themselves is to intentionally decide, okay, I'm going on social media, quite all right, but I need to have a structure for my life. First of all, you have to realize that um you are not made for social media. Social media was made for you. So you have a life outside of social media. You have to come to terms with that. And you need to structure put a time frame to it. Okay, if you're going to use social media for this amount of time, you stick to it, and when you're done with that, you go off. Now, thankfully, these platforms now, for example, on Instagram, you can actually regulate the amount of time you spend on the
It's
platform.
fine,
Yes, it's in
yeah.
your settings. You can
Mm.
actually do that. So if you have all those things set up, it's going to help you. Otherwise, it's just going to be overwhelming going there. You can be on TikTok, and TikTok especially is very
Especially,
addictive, especially
especially
with the songs and the whole this thing.
Everything.
They'll
the
just you just
challenges.
see a song that was slow, they just speed it up, and then you're scrolling. Everybody just it can be crazy,
It is.
So it's always good for you as a person to know that I wasn't made for social media. Social media was
Was made
made
for
for me.
me.
So
Wow.
social media should be subject to me and not me subject to social media. So I
Mm,
think
Wow.
that's it.
that's
So
true.
you should know that you were not made for the social media, but
Social
it's
media.
the other way
Mm,
around.
yeah.
It was made for you. All right. This question is for Mrs. Uche. All right. So I'd like to know, what are the benefits of maximizing social media?
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. In case you don't know this, social media, I think the first platform I made my first million was in social media.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So
Wow. I'd
so
like to see you up to now, please.
so social media has been such an helpful platform. Personally, I'll use myself as an example.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been helpful. I started my business on social media. And one thing about social media is there's a lot of social media, of course, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I was on Facebook. I started a business on Facebook first. So I noticed my audience was just there. I was building it. So the second business I started, in quotation business, I found out that my market base wasn't on Facebook. So first of all, you need to know where your market base is, where your customers or your intending client is. So I find out that my intending client or my prospective client are on YouTube. So I focused more on YouTube. For instance, I'm not on TikTok. Yes, it might sound somehow as a content creator, but I found out that TikTok was distracting me from my business. And
Okay.
I make a lot of money from YouTube because of the business I do. So I just packed all my energy and focused on YouTube because I was making money from there. And it depends on the kind of business you're doing. I have a friend that makes thousands, millions from Instagram, and she focused on Instagram reels, Instagram stories, and everything. It's working for her and it's perfect. I'm on Instagram, I post picture and I just do my thing, it's just there. But on YouTube, I know I have a target and I want to make so amount of money this month, and I have a business target, and those my clients are there. So I focused on YouTube. Of course, you can make money from social media. A lot of young people are making millions daily on TikTok. A friend of mine last week just started a page on Facebook, and she started a page and the page got monetized on that 2 days on Facebook. A lot of people, it's fortunate, a lot of people find it so difficult to create a page on you and get monetized on Facebook, because I think it's kind of difficult. But
Yeah,
she
from
got,
Nigeria.
yes,
Wow,
exactly.
especially
But she got
Nigeria.
monetized on that 3 days because one of her video went viral, and that's it. So you need to find the one that works for you and focus on that platform.
Wow, 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 I'm so dumbfounded right now because I'm wasting talents already. I should be online out there. Please, I'll
You
let me
should,
see
you
you. Yeah, up
should.
to now. Okay, please do not forget to subscribe to our social media handles. Okay, I would like to ask you the question, Miracle. I know the audience already itching their ears right now to listen. Okay, how would the young people reduce the negative effect of social media? How do they reduce the negative effect of social media on them?
Okay, when you say negative effects, I think it depends on your audience,
Okay.
because even these negative effects, people are making money with it. You get, so most times, it's what you are coming to do on social media that's the most important thing. So for you, what you deem negative might not be what others deem negative.
Okay.
So, but for we Christians, we have to saturate what we are doing. Now, there's what we call parental guidance on social media. You know the kind of things you want to see and the kind of things you don't want to see, the kind of things you don't want your kids to see and all that. So you have to know, okay, I'm not supposed to be this audience. I'm not supposed to be this kind of audience. So on social media, the kind of people you follow, the kind of trends you follow, all those things will help you. It's not everything that you have to do, because there's something that happened on social media where people will wait for you until maybe you're a celebrity to start digging at the things that you're doing on social media. Those are the negative effects of social media. So once you start, you have to be intentional. Be intentional on social media. That's the only way you can run out of all
The
this
negativity.
negativity.
Wow, wow. So it means that it's not everything that you are supposed to post on the
Post on
social media.
exactly.
And lots more. You also need to, from what you said earlier, you need to know your audience.
Mm,
Yeah, if your
exactly.
audience are on TikTok, you go for TikTok. If they're not
Exactly.
there, you shouldn't go there to avoid you wasting your time.
You're wasting your
Please, I'll
time.
say it again. Do not forget to subscribe to
Mhm.
our handles. Guys, it's still Live Center Network TV, your gateway to possibilities. Right now, I'd like us to go on a short break. We'll be back in a jiffy. Do not change the channel. Hi, I'm Constance Kingsley, and it's World Social Media Day, and this is Street Trivia on Live Center Network TV. Please, I'd like to know your name.
My name is Trust God Duko.
My name is God's Gift Isaiah. They call me Small Pain.
I'm lucky by name.
My name is Eldad Arinze.
My name is Ebiere Orubebe.
Jennifer.
Okay, Jennifer, I'd like to know, are you on social media?
Yes.
Okay, what are the benefits being on social media?
Benefit so many things like watching prank and Facebooking, TikTok, doing video on TikTok, you understand? And watching all this prank of 18, you understand? It makes me to learn so many things. You understand? You don't need to trust mostly on men, you don't need to trust fully on women, you understand? There's a lot of advantage and disadvantage, and it's not good also to carry your family problem or your relationship of a teen to come out to social media. It's not good.
Social media don't help we creatives, like people into music, poetries, all these talented people. They help them to showcase their talent and then to meet people if you assist them. And also people when they do businesses, social media don't also help them. Even people don't get shop, then they sell more than people get shop. Why? Because then they're able to reach out to thousands and millions of people via social media.
Social media basically has given us the opportunity to easily access people. Before social media came, if you want to call or see anybody, you have to call them through phone. Okay, let's say if your relative is outside abroad, you have to call them through phone, and it takes more money, consumes a lot. But with the help of social media, you get to interact with them, and you get to interact with people you've not seen, but you know their personality right from interacting with them.
It helps you to get closer to people, and for most of us who are in business and who are also creatives, it gives us enough exposure to get to more clients. Today, you don't really have to sometimes advertise your products physically. You just put it up there on social media, and you have people coming for it, placing orders for it. So the only thing you just have to do is to look for a way to deliver it to them.
Do you really have regrets being on social media?
Yes, sometimes, definitely. Sometimes you go online and then you just see something that will just spoil your mood.
What I don't like in social media is that, from today, some boys and girls, some people are posting their nakedness and doing things that is not true.
Okay.
Social media na scam, because plenty people they live fake life for social media. Imagine the people we go see for social media, they flaunt money, they flaunt expensive cars, they flaunt gold wristwatches and all of that. Go their house, men, they don't get shishi, they don't get anything. In fact, they don't even get money to even afford food, but yet they flaunt something they don't get. So social media na scam.
Really, not really. I've not really had so much regret. It's just that sometimes some of the articles that are posted on the social media are not something that should really be posted.
No, because I don't post nonsense on Facebook there, you understand? So it's people that post nonsense there, so they are the one that is regretting. But as for me, it's always advantage of being there.
The effect of social media, from my own point of view, also it bring about depression and anxiety because of what we are saying. Some people put themselves nakedly, publicly. There are funny things they always say on social media that is not acceptable in our society.
Social media has brought a lot to us, and it gives us a lot of opportunities. My advice to everyone there is that you can learn many things. Knowledge is very wide, and there's an opportunity for you to dive deep in. Use the social media wisely to influence people and make people great. please grow from social media and not the other way around.
Yeah, it's really been a wonderful experience getting the opinions of people out there about social media, the benefits, the disadvantages, and lots more. Please be aware of scammers that are everywhere. Wow, did you get the stories of those people? Be aware of scammers so you wouldn't be in your house and you're receiving debit alerts anyhow. All right, so it's still the Trivia on Life Center Network TV. You're welcome back. This is still Live Center Network TV, your gateway to possibilities. Earlier, we talked about the benefits of social media, we talked about the effects of social media, and lots more. Please, I'd like you all to sit back and relax. You're still going to enjoy every bit of this conversation. Well, I have a very wonderful and interesting question to ask this amazing woman sitting beside me. All right, Mrs. Uche. Please, I'd like you to tell us the practical tips or the steps on how one can grow his or her business via the social media.
Okay, first of all, thank you.
You made 1 million already, so people want to know right now.
Okay, first of all, growing a successful brand on YouTube takes a lot of time and effort. I'm not going to lie. Because first, you're going to be your biggest fan, your biggest cheerleader, your biggest everything. And you find out that when you start off, a lot of your friends might not even subscribe to your channel, might not even know what you're doing, might not even ask you questions. That's the truth. It's tough. That's the truth. It's very tough. I'm not trying to scare you guys, but it is very tough. But one thing you should know is you need to keep showing up. Don't post a video or don't post your brand or what you're trying to market and run away and come back after 2 months. We have millions of people on YouTube. I'm using YouTube as a case study because I'm on YouTube. Yeah, so we have over how many billions of video posted on YouTube every microsecond. So imagine you're not showing up after 2 months and you have a product you're trying to market. So one thing I will explain to you or tell you practically is show up. Don't give up. One of my mantra has been, if it's paying your bill, don't be shy about it. Don't be lazy about it. Just keep doing your best. Just keep showing up. When I first posted my first YouTube video, I met my friend laughing at me, my very good friend. I was like, oh, Uche, you're not even going to get 1,100 subscribers. Oh, she was laughing. She thought she didn't even post the video. The video wasn't perfect. But I said, what? I'm posting the video. And when I started, the next thing she joined me after a few months. Uche, Jesus, you are growing. No. And she started. And she couldn't continue because she don't have that ability, that tenacity, that strong will to continue. But I knew where my focus was. And I knew I wanted to build a brand. I knew I wanted to start off a business. And I've not done just one business on YouTube. I've done a lot of business. And I coach people on YouTube. People pay me to coach them the business I've started successfully. So one thing, answering your question, I think I've answered a bit of it.
That's beautiful.
So going straight to the point now, in 30 seconds, keep showing up. Don't stop showing up. Keep posting about your business, your WhatsApp stories or WhatsApp status, your YouTube stories. Just make use of all the YouTube platform. If it's YouTube, you want to really grow your brand.
Okay.
The community posts, the stories, they have YouTube short now. Post on YouTube short. It's like TikTok shorts. So you post on YouTube shorts. Just do anything possible to sell your brand. Anything positively to sell your brand.
What about
Thank
thank you so much. Well, I'm curious to know, what about, just like you said, it's not easy, especially from the beginning. What about if you feel that your audience do not like your content?
You change, then I just go. They don't care about you. So I started introducing lifestyle, showing my life, showing what I am, the church I go to, the city I live, my bedroom, my life, literally. I started having fun, people that really love me. So whatever I post, they are interested to know, oh, what are you posting? They can share to their friends because this is the person they really love. Do you get? Yeah.
Wow. I'm learning a whole lot right here. Thank you so much, Mrs. Zuchi. I really appreciate. Okay, I'd like you to answer this, Miss Chimdi. Okay, I realized that it's not because we have over 100 social media platforms, right? So I do not think that it's every social media platform that one can promote the business. So what can you tell us those social medias that we could use for our businesses?
Okay, so to answer your question, thank you. So to answer your question, when you're looking at social media platforms, yeah, some platforms promote a certain type of content,
Yeah.
yes. So you can have the, like, Instagram is photos, videos, aesthetics. It has to be very beautiful.
Very
It has to be
beautiful, very flashy.
very flashy and all of that. And then, like,
Yeah.
I'm a Twitter person. I love Twitter because I don't need to post pictures and all of that. I
and
can just write
video,
whatever I want to write, retweet and everything. So for people who are like more text based, you can just come to Twitter, join us, And then for people who like to carry camera around, like my sister here, carry the camera, be on YouTube. So that's for a personal brand standpoint. Then for a business, if you're selling shoes and bags and hair, please sit down on Instagram and Facebook. You will see your customers, right? Then if you're doing like food and all of that, same
Facebook, Instagram,
yeah, same circle of then Twitter too, because I think everybody on Twitter is just very hungry. Once you just see food, they just want to like very, and it's easy for anybody to just, oh, this food looks really nice, retweet and everything. A retweet is not too hard for anybody to do. So but if you are more professional, academic, you're a writer, you're an analyst, these very serious jobs that those business, you want to do LinkedIn, you want to be on Medium. I'm a big fan of the social media platforms that people don't really remember.
Oh, really?
You want to be on Medium, you want to be on Quora.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you want to be on Quora, where you can ask questions and answer questions.
Yes.
So you want to show your authority. And people, like, it has a very large audience, fan base, especially in Nigeria and outside. South Africa, the UK, US, Canada, So don't just say, because the mistake most businesses do, everybody is on Facebook and Instagram. I just want to open Facebook and Instagram. And I'll be like, cricket, because nobody's seeing you. Nobody's seeing you. Or if you're an engineering company, your customers are not, they don't even have time. They don't even have Facebook accounts. But they're on LinkedIn and they are watching, they are reading Financial Times, they are subscribed to New York Times, Washington Post, Bloomberg. So what you need to do is, for some people, social media, great. Another thing is using the digital platforms. Are you advertising? So we're talking about platforms and channels. You need to know, like you were talking about, where is your target audience? Where are your people? Find where your people are, and then sit down there and then be consistent, make noise about it. So just to wrap up everything I said, depending on what you're doing, we have like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter for goods, like easy, low-hanging fruits, stuff that really moves very fast. Then if you're like on the professional side and everything, a little bit, I'm not saying these are not professional, I'm just, you know what I mean? Like engineering, law and all of that. You want to have a LinkedIn profile, you want to have a LinkedIn company page for your business, you want to be on Medium, you can share your blog on Medium, and be on Twitter. Be on Twitter, fair enough, and then take advantage of all the other platforms that are not very popular. You may think they're not popular, but they're actually popular amongst the people that will take you seriously. Medium, Quora, and just take advantage of search engine optimization, please, especially in your social media. Find the words that people use to search.
Searchable words.
Yeah, searchable words that people use to search for you. Don't just I'm going to end with this. If you're a baker and you bake cakes, and you want to call your confectionaries, this Ada's confectionaries, you confection on your own by yourself.
Exactly.
If you don't add cakes, because what we know is cakes
yeah.
and maybe pastries, small chops. So please let us know what it is. Don't be too ambiguous about what you do. Thank you.
Horace, thank you so much. I've learned so much. But there was something you said I really didn't get. It's about, I don't know if you call it, is it searching something?
Okay,
I'm sure the audience
basically,
wouldn't know too.
Okay.
So can you explain?
So SEO, search engine optimization,
Okay.
is basically, you want people to come and look for you where you are online, right?
Okay.
So you use the words that people are actually going to use to look for you.
Okay.
So that's what search engine optimization does. In your content, like, I think he's a copywriter, so they actually do that a lot because it's words they're using, So in your headline, in the body of your text, on social media, on your posts, ensure that you're using the words that people are going to use to search.
It's searchable words.
Searchable words.
Searchable words.
Those words, that's basically what search engine optimization is about.
Basically, I'll just add the content, the things you do to make sure that you appear,
Yeah.
at least for Google example,
For
Okay.
on
Google.
the first page of the
First
Google.
page.
Because
Those are the
I know you,
things
you
all we want
browse,
to
you go on
search.
Google and then you
Mm.
search for certain things. You
Okay.
barely go to the second page of Google. So
Just
you
the
will
first
click
two
Just the
the
first
content. So
two.
that's
Yeah.
what search engine optimization does. It
All the
positions
things.
that your content on the
content
number
Okay.
one
Wow.
first page of the
All
Google.
the things that make that come up.
Wow.
Mm.
I think one thing I like about this section or this show right now is that people get to learn. Like I'm also learning a whole lot right here. Oh wow! I think our audience already itching. Like they don't want to leave this section. I believe that they're enjoying themselves right now. Please do not forget to subscribe to our social media handle. Very important. All right, I'd like to ask you this question, Mr. Fortune. I'd like to know, how does social media affect the performance of student activities? How does it affect the performance of student activities?
Okay. As generally we know children are usually excited about a lot of things, and the tendency to get distracted is quite high. It's quite high. So it's easier for them to actually want to follow trends and all this kind of stuff. So it kind of um, divides their attention. So you find that a child who is supposed to spend time in studying his or her books will spend time on TikTok. I use TikTok as an example for students because that's where they are. That's like if you go on TikTok now, you're going to see small children. They have over 500,000
everywhere.
followers,
Yeah.
this and that, blah blah blah, and all. And Facebook too. You may think Facebook is for the older audiences, but they are young people. They are recently I just saw my sister's account. My very young sister she's getting to 20K followers
You were
now. I'm like,
shocked, right?
what are you doing? She's just posting her pictures, and you see the comments. You see small children, small boys, and all that. They are also there as well. So it can be a bit distracting for them. But now, how do you mitigate or handle this to an extent? You as a parent, you have a big role to play. The reason why it feels like these students they are overwhelmed by this thing, they make the mistakes and all that, is because they don't really have parents that really understand and can come down to their level and speak their language. Because there's a way you will follow somebody up that the person will be receptive to actually doing what you tell them to do. You cannot come to because I relate with teenagers and children a lot. You can't come to the teenager and tell the person stop doing this stuff and you expect them to. There is this inner, I don't want to say inner demon or inner devil. That inner rebel, thank you, that's it. Inner rebel in them that's telling them, no. Why would you? And even the way you, because the manner with which you said it,
They're very particular about approach.
approach, they take like they are very, very petty. Say, how can she just come and do this? They will go and they will keep doing it. But there's a way you can relate with them and be like, okay, this thing, you don't go and show and tell them that it is bad, it is bad. If you're going to be telling them, okay, social media is bad, this social media, but they have friends that are doing social media. They are seeing people making money on social media.
And their parents are also always on social media.
So like this person does not have good intentions for me. Why are you telling me to do this and all that? But if you come in a way whereby you first of all you have to validate their feelings or validate whatever. I understand that this is a stage where you are at right now. It's very, very easy to actually get social media is good, all this tickle their fancy, praise them, blah blah blah. But then these are the adverse effects. There is a better way to do it. This is the better way to do it. You have to strike the balance. The reason because you're growing up, because you're going to give them something to think about. You're growing up, and what kind of a person do you want to become? Do you want to become an lopsided individual? Do you want to become an individual that people will actually look forward to and look up to and all that? So you use all these things, these little gimmicks to actually buy their attention. The moment you've bought their heart, it becomes easy for them to listen to you. At that point now, you can now help them structure it. They will now on their own now know that, okay, when they wake up, like I like use my younger sister, for example, Faithful and all that. She'll wake up first before everybody in the house. She'll pray. She'll sweep. She will finish without anybody sending her.
So she
the
have
next
time.
thing she has
So she has
thank you.
time.
She will now read her book. This was when she was even in secondary school. Now she's in the university. She's a tech, she's a web developer right now. She's 18. Then she'll wake up even before going to school. She has read her books and all that. When you see her in school, you may think that she's not the social type and all that. But when she comes to the house, she's very, very, very pumped and all that. Then she has the time. She can now go online and be doing all those plenty stuff.
Wow.
So, but how did she get to that point? It's because of communication. and modeling. She could see that, okay, this, they use me as a point of reference a lot. So when you make it easier for them, it becomes easy for them to actually not be overwhelmed by
social
the
media.
addiction that social media comes with.
Wow.
I think like there's something we said earlier that social media serves you, not you serving it. So
Oh,
they
Yes,
get
yeah,
to
exactly.
you are
understand that.
made. Your social media is made,
Made
for you, and you're not
made
made for
for
social media.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
question.
it's been a wonderful section. Well, but I'll still like you again to subscribe to our social media handle. And we haven't Mr. Miracle answer this amazing question for us too. I know your ears already itching to hear. Okay, how can parents monitor the interaction of social media with students? For the
Okay.
students they have, yeah.
Like I said earlier, I'll use myself for an example. While growing up, we had Java phones and we had Symbian phones. While growing
Yeah.
up.
these
So, but
days.
while growing up, I was addicted to my phone. So what was I doing? I started hacking with my Java phone. I started building websites. There's a website domain we call Wapka. I was now doing Wapka designs with my Java phones and other. Then my mom would come and be like, every time you're on your phone, every time you're on your phone, and she was always beating me and all that. Then I did not stop. Now you not compare then and now. If you keep beating them, they will be doing it. But you need to sit them down and explain the reasons why you don't want them on this particular platform. Now, parents, note this. There are WhatsApp TVs your kids are not supposed to be looking up to on their WhatsApp. There are WhatsApp TVs that you should monitor them and say, because one of the problems we have now are we are exposed. We have freedom to get any information we want to get on the internet. So because of that, I can just be browsing and I will just be seeing pornography, seeing things and
Popping
all
up,
that and all
yeah.
that. So you need to sit your kids down and explain to them these are things you don't have to do, these are things you don't have to do. Google now have parental guidance for them. We have Netflix for kids. We have YouTube for kids. So these are the things you need to make sure that they don't overstep their boundaries. Yeah, you give them sex education, but at some point, you know what you want them to see and what you don't want them to see. And because if you watching this, you know that on your WhatsApp message, you see people telling you, I got your number from so WhatsApp TV
Absolutely.
and all that. And that stuff, if you save those numbers, you find out that 50% of these WhatsApp TVs are posting what you don't want to
That's
see.
true.
So parents should take a look at their kids' phones to make sure that they are following the right audience, they are communicating with the right set of friends, but explain to them why they should do that. That's how to monitor your
Wow.
kids.
Wow, that's really nice. Please, does any one of us have anything to say to the audience out there? Anything else to say? Your final words.
Okay. Final words. Don't stop. If you want to go on social media, don't stop being you. Be original. Just don't try to speak like my sister here. Just use your normal language, normal Nigerian language, and just be yourself. Be original. Push out your content and niche down if you want to. Just niche down if you want to. Know the particular niche you want to go into. It can be tough, like I said earlier, but just keep being your original self.
Can people really avoid that? Because I know that social media is a place where they do this whole fake life something. So is it really?
It's avoidable. You just have to. Yes, it's
okay.
avoidable. Just be yourself. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. So you heard them. You should be yourself. And this is okay. Do you have?
Okay, so
anything?
in line with you being what you want to be on social media, I think you can always do what you want to do rightly. You don't need to do what others are doing on social media.
Exactly.
Do what you want to do rightly. I started a gospel blog and it's doing well. Before 2 months, I got 1,000 subscribers and it's doing well. That is because I had passion for it. I was not with people. Someone said, "Oh, it's a gospel blog. Or people know the
People
words.
will not watch. People will not click.
Yeah,
exactly.
people will not click and other." But I said I will do this thing and I continue. Most times I stay in church and I'm trying to get content every time. People will, they go house and I'm like, no, don't worry, I'm here. I will keep doing this and it's working. So keep doing what you have to do and stay in your lane.
Wow,
Don't
beautiful.
copy people.
So it means you should be consistent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so final words. never stop learning. The world we are in, the digital space we are in, the world of social media enables us to learn, right? So never stop um, learning, and understand that with critical thinking, when you're able to think critically through something, you won't just absorb everything that's on social media. You get to know what works for you. Take what works for you, and then please drop the rest. So that's basically it. Don't stop learning.
Okay, 14.
Okay, social media can fuel your purpose or can push you out of your purpose,
Yeah, absolutely.
basically. So if you're going to be on social media, I would advise that while you're creating the handle or you're going whatever, you should have a clear goal, a clearly set out goal. That this is the reason I'm going to be on social media. If you're going there to cash cruise with all you want to do. If you're going
With
there
all
for
your
business,
heart.
follow the paths
Follow
and
the
all that.
paths, yeah.
So you
Okay.
just have that at the back of your mind, because it's going to help you when you now see other people doing. The reason why people get distracted with others is because they
They are
are
distracted.
they are distracted.
they don't have
They
a
are
focus.
confused. They don't have a
Yeah,
focus.
no
So if you
focus,
have a
yeah.
focus, you have a clearly set out goal. Even if you see what this person is doing, you're not
Just
really
focus.
you
You're
will
not
celebrate
carried
them
away.
for what they are doing.
Exactly.
You appreciate
focus
it,
on what you're
but you
Yeah.
focus on what you're doing because you have where you're going to,
That's true.
and you stay consistent in doing
Beautiful.
it. And then,
That means because everyone can do the same thing.
Same thing at the
Obviously.
same
Yeah.
time.
And this is all we have for you for today. And I would like you to keep watching Live Center Network TV, your gateway to possibilities. And we'll be leaving right now. We'll be signing out. Okay? Bye for now.